Hey, what's up, guys? WhirlXbow back here, and today we are going to be playing some Dragon Druid. Um, why are we playing Dragon Druid? Honestly, I saw the deck and it looks sick. It gives me an excuse to play this card, which I still have yet to play. And yeah. Anyways, we have to buy this. Also, it gives me an excuse to craft another card that I thought I had, but I guess it was in standard at the time of me having it. I have a whole bunch of dust here. Anyways, with just chatting those cards, how about we queue up the first game and let's see how it goes, alright? Because yeah, I'll see y'all in the first game. Okay, why does my deck tracker keep doing this? Alright, well, I was probably should, but I'm not going to. Is my deck doing this? I feel bad because I feel like it ruins the viewing experience to have it like this. There's like nothing I can do. It's just actually pissing me off. This is like the second time in a row now, and there's like other decks I was just playing for fun and like standard and whatnot, and it wasn't working either. It's un peu de la bullshit là. Sure, let's take that. I don't know if that was worth it, because that could have gained me a lot more life. But it means I can play this next turn, which is like kind of what I was going for. Play some Splish-Splash. What a cute dragon. Only spells, it doesn't discount Dargans. Wild Growth. Sure, there's a Wild Growth. Okay. Well, that's so far this is looking pretty good. We have more ramp in hand, and we actually get to develop a dude next turn. We ate a pretty decent card with the Papercraft Angel. I killed it with my hero power. That's fine. I ramp and I kill this with hero power. Okay. Honestly, drawing this, I mean, we want to draw something a little cheaper here. I don't... Sorry about that. I'm like, I have the deck open on my side monitor, and I'm trying to think what would be like a good card to draw here. There's no big ramp spells is the issue. Maybe another Pendant wouldn't be awful. This doesn't actually matter. Fuck. Alright, well, that's not the worst. We can play Pendant to gain some life, and then we can play Alex, or we can play Mally to... I actually don't have enough mana for that. We hit Pendant, and we hopefully hit the guy who makes your dragons cheap, and then we can play one of those. Or we can hit, like, Briarspawn Dragon. This guy. Yeah. This is really good here. Is there more ramp? There's a lightning bloom, beautiful. Let's just lightning bloom this. Gain 10. And let's play this. Alright, that felt like a pretty good play, if you ask me. Being at their full health, having, what is this? 8, 16, 23, 35 damage on board. I forgot that it just says it on the screen. It says it right down here. We have 35 power on board. Yeah, it's pretty good. That wins games, I think. Yeah. Okay. I guess let's start this. We don't have that many cards left in our deck. Wild. Oh, I don't even have any more targets left in my deck for that. Beautiful. Yay, big dragon win. Alright, I'm gonna try and figure out how to fix my deck tracker. It's really annoying that it wasn't working properly. But yeah, with that being said, let's get the next one. My deck tracker was just working. Hello? I was just fucking working. What the fuck? I don't know how this deck tracker seemed to have died, like, over the last, like, 3 weeks. I might be switching back to the other one because, for the love of fuck, this one seems to break on the daily and it's really annoying. Okay, there we go. Just took restarting it like 6 times. Yeah. Okay. I maybe should have just hero powered that, but I'm not even sure what I'm playing against, I'll be honest. Is he gonna another draw off that? I'm worried that he has enough ways to destroy my shit that having things like this is not good enough, but it's just Uther. Blech. Give me a draw spell. Beautiful. Oh, did I play ramp spell? I definitely meant to play this thing. Or it seems pretty fair. If I would have done this, I had lethal. Fuck. That was pretty fun. We both have 15 mana though. Like he should be happy. I gave him more mana. So I feel like I'm saying nothing throughout these videos, but this deck is super cool actually. It's so, I don't know how many of you guys were playing back in launch, but there was a ramp druid deck. The ramp druid deck was, you were playing like things like Ancient of War and Ironbark Defender and Ragnaros in your deck. But it was just like all like a whole bunch of ramp spells, and then you just slammed these big guys that most decks didn't actually, because like the only real, I want to say a hard kill spell, there's like 2 of them in the game from what I can remember. There's potentially more, but there was get fucked. He was so mad he just rage quit. I'll finish on about Ramp Druid and the solid kill spells in the next game. Alright. Okay, I like this. I'll keep like this. So yeah. Getting back to it. So back in, I guess there was 2 real board wipes, and there was 2 real removal spells. I guess 3, but the third one was never really played. Naturalize was not played back in the day. It's kind of viewed as a bad card. For several reasons, really, but mill was not that good of a strategy because everything was much slower. Your aggro decks could kill in like 8 or 9, you know, so making like an aggro deck draw 2 cards was like not really what you wanted to do. Yeah, so I'm trying to think to make sure I'm not forgetting anything, but like the only big removal spells there was Execute and Assassinate. Assassinate used to be very played in Rogue, because it was mostly Miracle Rogue, and it was like decent in that deck, you know. Do I need to throw away a coin? Yes. Do I need to throw away a coin? I'm at 5. Ramp. No, I should be good. I have like lethal in hand. Ribs, I ramp on 6. Okay. Do you have double fucking Spirit Bomb? That's insane. Yeah, and the only real board wipes there was like Twisting Nether, which wasn't played, from what I remember. Because it wasn't played in Handlock. Double ramp spell. I have so much mana next turn. Woo! I should have poked it. Missing that trade is actually really bad for me. I should have poked there. Whoops. Yeah, we're about to make him believe Jesus. Okay, well, let's start popping off. Oh, GG! And the only other board up was like a quality Consecrate. And therefore, big decks like this were like really good. Because there was very few decks that could actually answer. I mean, Look at all the old win cons, right? So let's talk about it in a game where I don't just kill my opponent on turn 4. Alright guys, yeah. With that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Alright. So, yeah, getting back to it. I think we mull this here. We want to try and find a dragon to make sure this is active early. If not at the moment. I have 2 draws at a dragon. This is really bad. Really, really scary, actually. So yeah. There was no real big playable, like, ways to fast kill the game or whatever. So you're playing your big Druid deck was playing a deck like this. That was just straight up ramp. Weirdly enough, that's a really good hit for me. So you're playing a bunch of ramp. You know, you're playing Wild Growth, you're playing Innervate, you're playing Nourish, and you just ramp and you'd play some big dudes, and you, to be fair, you're playing other cards, like you're playing Keeper of Silence, for those who know what that card does. It's, at the time it was a 4-mana 2/4 that either dealt 2 damage to something or silenced the minion. And it was like, the card was so good for so long, they nerfed it to a 2/2. It was insane. Other big things that were popular back then. Test for counterspell. The problem is I need to play this into potentially an objection now. I cannot afford to do that. I think... Is it weird that I think I say I limit test with the Ysera? Because if there's an objection there, I'm in a really, really bad spot. Unless I draw, like, Desert Nestmatron. Actually, I think I need to go with the Nestmatron. Like, I need to find a Nestmatron and go for it through that. Beautiful. I can pop off next turn. The reason I say I can pop off next turn and not this turn is there's no point in just slamming this. I need to eat the objection into this to get my hand full. I have Lightning Bloom to gain more mana. Yeah. But also, to be fair, I guess it might be because I'm looking at the game through, like, rose-covered glasses, where it's like I miss a lot of really old, cool stuff that you can do. A lot, believe it or not. Doing this so I can continue to ramp, get more mayonnaise, do more shenanigans. I love doing shenanigans. Oh, was there a Nestmatron there? Because I think Nestmatron was absolutely the call. I got to do a whole bunch more things. But yeah, look at old win cons, right? You had even combos back in the day. Right. Sorry, choking on spit. You fucking... I hate this game. I hate this game so fucking much. This is so bullshit. How much you want to bet one of those things is an ice block, and I'm about to be really angry about it. Well, ice block, show it to me. Fucking hate ice block. Okay, we're dead, right? He trades into this. There's nothing here. Should have done this, actually. Should have done this to try and get one of these. Then I could have played the other one, but even then it was super tiny, so I don't think it really fucking matters. Oh, where did we lose this game? We lost to Ice Block. Fun times. But yeah, look at the other win cons, right? You had Gromosh plus Alex plus Cruel Taskmaster, right? So you'd Alex your opponent on one turn. You'd Gromosh a Tool Taskmaster to burst for 12, and then you'd punch with like an Arcanite Reaper. But that was like that was the win con in the Control Warrior deck. Or in Mage, to be fair, Mage you were still abusing Ice Block. There was not any real way to copy it, so you had like 2 in the game, and that's it. You had 2 Frost Novas. You were playing Flame Strike, but you would win through Antonidas and Alex and Sorcerer's Apprentice, and you get a whole bunch of fireballs, and you kill your opponent next turn with the fireballs. Again, there was no real removal, so if you dealt with their whole board, you would win the game just because they had no more boards, so it would be really hard for them to kill the Antonidas, so you'd get multiple turns of it. Or you're the Savage Roar combo, right? Force Nature Savage Roar. You still like burst for 14 or burst for 22 if you had Innervate or Coin. It was 6. No, you need to Innervate. Because Innervate used to be 2 mana, right? And then you had Leroy bouncing with Rogue. The other classes weren't really playable. I know Priest was like okay. I remember some streamers would only play Priest. But anyways, we can continue talking about this in the next game. Alright. Okay, these cards are not great ones. Kind of want to keep this. Don't think I keep the Lightning Boom. I think I do keep Naralex. For a little bit of ramp, this can get me potentially more ramp. Let's see how this goes. Nestmatron, man, with this card is like 8 mana for like 4 free dragons. It's fucking insane. But yeah. So like I know we'll never go back to those days, but this deck does bring me back to that time of just, you know, I'm gonna play a big dumb idiot deck that's gonna work out, and to be fair, it ends up being a little bit more combo-y at the end, which I do enjoy. I do like that aspect. But are you Wild Growth? This game actually fucking hates me. There's like so many good 2-drops I feel I could have gotten that just like drew cards or whatever. So I hit fucking this. Blech. Okay, I thought that was another fucking oh my god, and I was gonna be pissed. Sure. If I'm not mistaken, this overseeds any raising the cost of minions with battle cries, so I just need to survive till then. I really hope it's a... Fucking hate this game, man. I'm getting scammed by bullshit. Why is this in the fucking deck? This is not typically in your CTA Paladin lists. Like, actually at all. I hate this game. I lose this game because this bullshit here. But, oh well. It is what it is. If he didn't have this card, I feel like I could have popped off. No? I mean 1 mana. I had the lightning. Yeah, no, I won the game if he hit any other minion besides that fucking poisonous cunt. He was dead. Feels bad. It is what it is. Let's we have time for one last game, so let's queue it up. Alright. Alrighty. No ramp. Game's awful. Fuck this game. No, it's just troll. Just little troll. But yeah, no. I think that might be why, like, there's some decks I feel like I like because they bring me back to older periods of the game. Does that make sense? Like, I think that's why I like the Arcanite deck. You know, the Arcanite Crystal gain a shitload of armor deck, because it does bring me back a little bit to playing Big Priest. To be fair, not... I feel like when I say I like Big Priest, people are like, oh, that deck's toxic, it's fucking bullshit, blah, 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 blah. I'm not talking about, like, the Neptulon version where you're going for, like, turn 2 Neptulon or you fucking lost the game. It's not the version I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, the version where you're playing, like, Katrina. And you're playing, like, a whole bunch of other big motherfuckers that just did shenanigans. I miss playing, like, that deck. That deck was sick. In my head, like, you res a whole bunch of guys, you're playing, like, KT. Am I playing as a combo deck? That'd be cool. This hand is, like, so bad. I have no fucking... I need a Malygos. Next turn I go, like, Pendant, trying to get Mally or Ysera. Oh, is this Kingsbane? Could be ramp. Not Ysera. Or, sorry, not Mally, which kind of sucks. I'm not going to get value off this right here. I think that's fine, though. Like, not getting value off the drawing multiple. I think I just want to play one next turn. I don't even want to play it next turn. Why the fuck did I take that? What was my other options? There's Aquatic Form there every single time, because I could have played it next turn after. Well, there's very low odds that it actually got me things I wanted, but that's fine. This doesn't attack face, right? It says attack a random enemy minion. Yeah. Oh, hopefully I'm not dead. But yeah, like, I feel like there's just a couple decks, like, Deadman's Hand, to be fair, brings me back to playing Deadman's Hand. That came, it was like, my favorite version of Deadman's Hand is the N'Zoth version, where you're looping N'Zoths. Or you're looping Cold Load Oracles. I like both of those versions a lot. But it brings me back to, like, when that deck first came out, and I think this deck is, like, the way it feels, it brings me back to kind of actually a mix between Ramp Druid, like, Ysera, and Alex, and, like, not this Ysera, real Ysera, like the original one, and, sir, you need to do a lot more than just kill 2 dudes. You know, and like Ancient of War, Ironbark Defender, I think it's his name, Ancient of Lore. Like, it brings me back to playing something like that, mixed with the Force of Nature, because you have like that whole combo dragon turn, that's like the Force of Nature turn. And I like it, you know, it's fun whenever you have a deck that brings you back to something that you enjoyed playing. Yeah. I feel like I got a little too sappy at the end, but I like it. All right. Let's crack open Cobalts. Trying to get that Zola. Oh! Oh my god, this pack is insane. Oh, legendary Dragon Soul. Beautiful. That's actually a really good pack. Not only do we get a shitload of more dust, but we are closer now. To be fair, I believe we're still missing the... Yeah, we're still missing the other Priest Legendary. I think we're like 1 Epic now and like 4 Legendaries? 5 Legendaries away? Cobalts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 4 Legendaries, 1 Epic. It's not bad. If we hit good RNG, we should be able to get there. Wild cards. We also opened another new Legendary yesterday. Yeah, but this. There's also on top menu for your deck. It's not great, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, we advanced our Caverns in Time. Actually, is there there is Caverns. If I go to missing, what does it say I'm missing? I'm missing a lot of stuff. I'm missing like rares. Oh, this card. Visit a historic echo. Shuffle the others into your deck. Finish all enemies. Get 2 random spells. Give your main spells to 2 random legendaries. That's kind of actually a super cool card. There is so many legendaries in this set. Jesus Christ. Like, actually so many. It's like 3 per class. What the fuck? Wait, this doesn't show... Oh, that's shit. It doesn't I hate how they do this, but... Anyways. Let's talk about the deck that's actually relevant to what we're doing. Dragon Druid, man. Again, as I just spent, I feel like the last 30 minutes thing. I do really enjoy this deck, and I do think it's actually pretty good. We lost to Kaldar's Pally. I'm gonna say it is we lost to him hitting the spider, right? We beat everything besides the spider. Garhan, I'm pretty sure had lethal basically. Then the other matchup we lost was... What was the other matchup we lost? Oh, it was to Imbue Mage, where we kind of missed on... Or he had Ice Block. He was supposed to die and then Ice Blocked. I mean, that happens, right? Ice Block, that's the whole goal of the card, right? It's to delay 1 turn so you can win the game. And it just so happened that's exactly how it turned out. Anyways, though, I would recommend giving this deck a shot. It's really fun. It's really unique, and I think you guys would have fun if you guys did play it. Alright, well, anyways, with all that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as always. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day. And I will see y'all in the next one where hopefully we continue to win. Alright guys, yeah. With that being said, I will see y'all there. Peace.